My sixth office waste is defect, and I am going to do it over our stayover policy. Front desk wasn't telling our guest when the sign should be out for them to be able to get stayover service, or take stuff off your bed, personal belongings off your bed so we can make the bed and stuff like that. So we made a Buffalo stayover service for somebody that's staying more than one night. We can hand it to them, and then they can get their stayover service, and we won't have that excuse, well, I was never told that. So now they get this paper with their receipt and their keys. Wasted employee genius of not having this before was guests were telling front desk that they weren't getting stayover service, and housekeeping's like, well, they didn't have a sign out, or they put a sign out at 11 or at 12 or 1 instead of at 11. So it was a lot of housekeepers going back and forth and front desk getting frustrated guests. Underutilized technology is us using our computer to print something off for the guest, or having it in the room, like what states our stayover service policy. Under communication, delayed feedback was some front desk staff were not telling our guests that that stayover service sign needs to be out before 11, and that stuff needs to be off the bed, so then guests weren't getting the correct information, which would put the guests getting angry with us that they weren't getting stayover service. Defects of this was very upset guest, a lot of bad reviews because they were saying that we weren't giving them stayover service. Overprocessing would be housekeepers having to check their door at 11, but then they noticed that they have a sign out, and then they were trying to fit it into their schedule so they wouldn't get the upset guest because we were getting a lot of it. So housekeepers were trying to fit it in. So it led to a lot of extra steps for housekeepers, and extra steps for front desk to put it into guest notes that the guest was unhappy. Being difficult to do business with is the guest would get upset with us because they wanted stayover service, but they didn't get it and they don't know why, or they got stayover service, but the beds weren't made and they don't understand why. So now we have a paper that says exactly what they will get, that they have to have a sign out before 11 a.m. to receive the stayover service, and remaking the beds, please remove both your personal belongings. So they know what they need to do now. Front desk is still to tell them, but now we hand this paper to them, and there's no question that we didn't tell them. Value added in having this is happy guest, so that means that they will return. Non-value added in having this as extra inventory sitting up here at the front desk. That's another piece of paper we have. Front desk staff has to remember to give to guests. And yeah.